Caitlin Clark initially caught the nation's attention by reminding everyone of the game of Battleship. She can sink it from anywhere with precision. But we cannot let that pure shooting stroke overshadow her talent as a passer, too. The flashy no-looks, cross-court cannons, and transition quick flicks are just some of the ways she puts on a clinic night after night. And she's piling up assists faster than any player in WNBA history. This episode of Milestones is presented by Tissot Watches. Back in college, Clark became the only player to lead the nation in both points and assists per game in 2 different seasons. The only other men's or women's D1 player to do this even once is Trae Young in his only year at Oklahoma. That's fitting company. We're talking about 2 players who've captured a lot of eyeballs with their logo threes, but who are a little underrated when it comes to dishing the ball, partially because their teams ask them to handle it a ton. Clark ranks 3rd all-time in career usage percentage among D1 women's hoopers. She was tasked with continuing to carry that load in the W, ranking 5th in usage as a rookie among players who played at least 1,000 minutes, ahead of stars like Brianna Stewart, Arike Ogunbowale, and Nafisa Collier. Clark's arrival in the pros was met with sold-out arenas, record TV viewership, and more jerseys sold than your favorite NBA player. But the Indiana Fever got off to a rough 1-8 start as Clark averaged almost as many turnovers per game, 5.7, as she did assists, 6.6. As she adjusted to new teammates and tougher competition, a switch flipped, particularly after the Olympic break. No record has been safe since.
The Caitlin Clark effect. And the first triple-double for a rookie. Caitlin Clark has it.
5 triples. Caitlin, go ahead and shoot till your arm falls off.
Clark from way downtown and knocks it down. Caitlin Clark is on the board from Clarkville.
I've seen this movie before. We all have.
She set new league highs for most assists, both in a single game and season total. She set the rookie three-pointers mark, only 6 off the overall single-season record. Before Clark, no player in the WNBA had ever led the league in assists while also finishing top 5 in total points. After putting up 17 triple-doubles in her college career, she became the first W rookie to record one. Then, in true Caitlin Clark fashion, she did it a second time. All of this and more earned her Rookie of the Year in 2024, 1 vote shy of a unanimous honor. Unsurprisingly, Clark's got another milestone in her sights in 2025, becoming the fastest player to reach 500 career assists. Clark entered the season needing 163 assists within 28 games to set the new mark, and she's way ahead of that pace. Ticha Penicheiro, the current record holder, accomplished the feat in 69 games, which was 7 games into her 3rd season. Penicheiro, a native of Portugal, was drafted 2nd overall by the Sacramento Monarchs in 1998. She'd spend 12 of her 15 seasons in Sacktown, making 3 All-Star teams and helping to deliver the now-defunct franchise its only championship in 2005. She may not get mentioned as much as Sue Bird or Courtney Vandersloot, the only players above her on the career assist list, but she was legit on both sides of the ball. In addition to leading the league in assists per game 7 times, she finished top 5 in steals per game 5 times. Plus, Penicheiro's playing style was pure entertainment. Spinning off defenders, eyes in the back of her head, you never knew where or how Ticha was going to pass the ball. For 26 years, Penicheiro held the rookie assist record with 224. That is until a certain rookie broke it with 1/3 of the season left to play last August. Ticha didn't shoot it as well or as often as Caitlin does, but her legacy of court vision and ball control lives on in number 22. Both share an otherworldly understanding of the game, allowing them to experiment and get creative. As Clark clears more of Penicheiro's records, Ticha has shown no reluctance in handing over the torch, which makes sense. She's never shown any reluctance to pass before.
Starting lineup has Ticha Penicheiro at the point guard.
Gorgeous pass from Penicheiro.
Oh, I thought he was coming to me.
Hey, we got to take another look. I didn't even see what happened.
Oh, what a move by Penicheiro. Parker puts it away.
This record is in great hands, and continue to do what you do. Continue to elevate your game and the women's game and the WNBA. Congratulations, super proud of you.
A visionary in her own right, Clark's playmaking elevates everybody's game. She keeps the defense on its toes and forces her teammates to anticipate the ball at all times. Even if she sees only the slightest possible opening, you can bet your bottom dollar she'll try to pass. But Clark only dishes out dimes. Indiana's offense runs through her. With the arm of a QB1, she's able to chuck the ball across the court with velocity and accuracy. The space she creates, angles she finds, and needles she threads are ripped straight from soccer handbooks. She's speedy in transition and adjusts her tempo when she needs to slip through defenders.
Yeah, it's so fun just getting to pick apart the defense, especially when we get stops on defense and get to go in transition. I just get excited, and honestly, a lot of my turnovers, that's where they come from. Just trying to play exciting basketball in transition. At times I feel like I can almost overpass because I want to set them up so badly that I almost kind of lose vision of the basket at times, or I'm almost thinking to pass the ball and kind of forget about shooting it at times.
There is one more record we haven't talked about yet. That's the most turnovers in a season, a mark Clark blew past by 78 last year. Turnovers are ticking up in the W overall. A team turning it over 600 times used to be rare, with no team doing it between 2013 and 2022. But in 2024, 4 teams totaled at least 600 turnovers. That isn't to say Clark can't or won't try to cut that number down, but on some level, it comes with the territory of possessing the ball a bunch and trying to make plays. Penicheiro had to work to strike the same balance. Her 135 turnovers as a second-year player in 1999 stood as the single-season mark for 24 years until Alyssa Thomas topped it. And that year, Thomas nearly won MVP and posted a single-season record 6 triple-doubles. Teams and players can find success despite high turnover rates, just as the 2024 Fever did. They made the playoffs for the first time since 2016. High-risk passes can come with high rewards.
You look at Caitlin and you look at the way she passes the ball, and so sometimes things are going to happen that way, and that's okay because we're not going to let her hang her head. We're not going to hang our head off of any missed passes because we're still continuing to gel together, and we know that she's a great passer. So if she thinks she can get that ball there, she's going to throw it, and if I miss it, then we're good. We're all right. Don't you worry. We're good. Don't worry.
Thanks, AB.
Clark has posted a game of 10 turnovers in 2025, but she's posted many more with 10 assists. Already this season, she's become the W's all-time leader in games of 20 points and 10 assists and 25 points and 10 assists. After that 10 turnover game I just mentioned against the defending champion New York Liberty, Clark missed 5 games with a quad strain. Fitting, her return to play came against the Liberty, who had outscored their opponents by 171 points through the first 9 games, most to start a season in WNBA history. And Clark showed absolutely no rust, dropping 32 points, 9 assists, and 8 rebounds to hand New York its first loss in blowout fashion. Clark's distinctively deep threes were on full display in a first quarter flurry.
Clark, another long three. She's back. She's certainly feeling it. The most dynamic player in the game. 9 points in 38 seconds for Caitlin.
Part of the reason Clark receives the attention she does is simply because of how fun it is to watch her play. Sure, her shooting range is something to marvel at, but even she would tell you that's not what wins games. Ultimately, she's teaching young hoopers to be unselfish with the basketball. In a game that continues to emphasize volume shooting, she still honors the art of passing. Blending old-school fundamentals with the excitement of an evolving game, Caitlin Clark has chosen the path of inspiring the next generation in more ways than you can count on 3 fingers. This episode of Milestones is presented by Tissot Watches, the official timekeeper of the WNBA.